Almost the whole thing around us is extraordinarily digital, but the hassle is that we preserve to see cyber vulnerabilities, cyber assaults, and the growing hobby on protection vulnerabilities turning into a massive highlighted difficulty. In reality, if we returned in time to just the summertime, you men recognize that CrowdStrike, well, chaos ensued. CrowdStrike went down, which triggered one of the biggest outages in records affecting transportation, healthcare, finance, and so much greater. It's a large difficulty, and it is still spotlighted by way of even the largest elite corporations available. And on this video, I certainly want to put a big cognizance on cyber attacks and what is, without a doubt, happening in the back of this big narrative. This has been pushed for many years now. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, anybody. My call is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, with any luck, by way of the quid of this video, you do emerge as a subscriber. So let's communicate approximately this. Like if we're simply considering cyber assaults, cyber vulnerabilities, if a cyber assault passed off the next day that halted systems, we're talking about crucial pieces of the system being halted. The quantity of damages that would essentially be brought about could be extraordinarily full size. The World Economic Forum warned us approximately this. In fact, they called it a cyber pandemic. When we cross and take a look at CrowdStrike, this was absolutely a massive problem. However, it wasn't a cyber assault. However, it did highlight critical vulnerabilities, which can be plaguing even some of the largest organizations accessible, that some of the largest businesses and corporations and services virtually run on. But this isn't always in which matters actually form of stop, right? We know that as CrowdStrike went down, a maximum of the crucial pieces of the device additionally went with it. One issue endured to be unaffected, which was crypto primarily based agencies. Remember, crypto corporations unaffected via CrowdStrike outage. A essential CrowdStrike replaced brought-on disruptions international, crashing Windows structures with the blue display screen of dying. Banks, airports, and media retailers have been impacted. However, crypto companies like Binance, Kraken, and Algorand file no problems. Chains round the distance clearly had zero issues. The XRP ledger had zero problems. Hedera had zero issues. I suggest this is also talking volumes on simply how stable the crypto space honestly is. But CrowdStrike has isolated the disorder and deployed a restore, clarifying it's now not a cyber assault. That's what they said. But whilst we examine the general shape at the back of crypto itself, it is extraordinarily secure, particularly towards cyber attacks. Over right here, we've got Swift internet site, and Gadget is down. Again, that is all due to CrowdStrike. Swift, the most important financial network obtainable, was also down. On pinnacle of this, Fed Powell on it, failure and cyber assaults. Cyber is the finest risk. We realize approximately credit crisis and such things as that. However, we in no way had something on a first-rate financial institution, bank, or financial market, utility stocks, and derivatives. Today, we had the world's biggest hit blackout. And yeah, while we reflect on consideration on what is going on around our conventional financial system, it's extraordinarily weak. It's in phrases of cyber attacks, and it's extremely vulnerable. It's extremely susceptible. We know this due to the fact we listen about those cyber attacks all the time. But this one, in phrases of CrowdStrike, was considered one of the biggest blackouts. Now, you might be announcing, Nick, why are we bringing up old news? Why are we nonetheless talking approximately this? Well, it is due to what we hold to pay attention from the elites. For example, going all of the way lower back to January of 2023 from the World Economic Forum, we were given geopolitical instability increases threat of catastrophic cyber attack within the subsequent years. This became January of 2023. We're going into 2025. If you want to be 2 years, given that this got posted, cybersecurity is increasingly influencing how and in which companies invest, with half reevaluating the nations they do enterprise in. 93% of cybersecurity specialists and 86% of commercial enterprise leaders agree with worldwide geopolitical instability is possibly to lead to a catastrophic cyber assault inside the subsequent 2 years. Lack of skilled cyber professionals is a risk of commercial enterprise and societies, with key sectors which include electricity utilities reporting a 25% hole in crucial skills. Now, once more, while we consider this and we pass over here because this just came about, it is very comical. Incel, the United States Treasury says Chinese hackers breached its workstations, potentially exposing sensitive financial and exchange information. You cannot make this up. Now, if we move over here, we have Treasury hack. Us blames China. Beijing cries faux information. China disregarded us claims that a kingdom-backed actor became in the back of a cyber attack on the Treasury Department. The breach, which compromised workstations and unclassified documents, came about via a third birthday celebration cybersecurity provider, Beyond Trust, in advance this month. The Treasury attributing the assault to a Chinese advanced continual chance app group, confident that the compromised carrier became taken offline and no continued get right of entry to has been detected. Beijing hit again, accusing the United States of spreading false statistics for political purposes. Now, I do query who became definite in the back of this, what absolutely took place here, because again, we have been already warned about this going all of the manner lower back here to 2023. And now this is occurring today, nearly years on the dot. Very exciting, but wherein does blockchain come into the photo?
Right.
How does blockchain play a role in all of this? Well, let's go over here to this published via Smoke Dog, which became, there have been many signs pointing to this, a blockchain security improve is at the manner for the worldwide economic gadget. And here we from the IMF. Officials warn cyber danger are growing systemic and 1-3 celebration cyber threats emit threats to principal banks and companies. Interesting now, if we move over right here. This is May 15th, global economic stability at danger because of cyber threats the IMF warrants. Here's what to know, and if we have a look at the key things we have, cyber assaults in the monetary sector poses critical hazard to global economic stability in line with a brand new IMF file, the financial region is uniquely exposed to cyber threat and ensuing losses may want to motive essential disruptions. Cyber incidents could threaten economic institutions' operational resilience and adversely have an effect on typical macro-financial balance, the document states. But how are they going to solve this? How are they going to clear up those issues? Is it just, you understand, deploying a restoration? Is it simply recognizing the issues and then, shutting down the device? Like, what goes to simply occur and how are they going to resolve this? Well, if we certainly look down right here, we've got the document stated adding that while cyber incidents up to now have no longer been systemic, ongoing rapid virtual transformation and technological innovation, inclusive of synthetic intelligence and heightened international geopolitical tensions, exacerbate the hazard. So they're saying that you understand with these improvements, with the geopolitical tensions, growing, the chance additionally grows. However, they nonetheless do not give us a solution to the trouble. How are they going to clear up this? Is it just going to be you recognize all proper shut it down type of flow? No, they certainly say down right here that the case for worldwide public-private cooperation has in no way been more potent. Interesting, we've heard this earlier then. In reality, we've heard it earlier than with regards to DLT adoption, blockchain adoption as nicely. They definitely have this bigger image factor on their website. And if you genuinely take a look at this, right, we've got cybersecurity. But if you investigate this a little bit more, we have the net of things being mentioned here. Okay, on top of that, you've got digital identities, digital communication, the fourth industrial revolution. This is all tied proper return to DLT and blockchain, even whilst we have a look at cyber protection and new technologies. You have blockchain being highlighted, synthetic intelligence being highlighted, quantum economic system being highlighted, and supply chain and transport being highlighted. Interesting. Now, when we build upon this and we cross over here, we've got this is why the biggest banks in the international are turning to blockchain for safety improve as a defense towards malicious attacks. Here we've blockchain and safety technologies. In 2024, banks are turning to blockchain for a protection improved documented right here in front of you. Financial companies and banks are adopting blockchain generation as a strategic flow towards superior innovation, efficiency, and safety. Blockchain acts as a decentralized parent, disposing of weak spots that hackers goal. Big banks like JP Morgan, HSBC, and Goldman Sachs are tapping into blockchain's capability to decorate business operations and money transfers. You significantly cannot make this up. The crypto banking enterprise is on the cusp of a chief transformation in 2024. Now, mind you, as we study security, we go lower back to quantum. Did you realize that David Schwartz, the Ripple CTO, has been growing and getting to know a restoration for the XRP ledger to make sure that it's far quantum steady? By the way, the XRP ledger, one of the most stable DLTs in the space, and also documented over right here from Cyber Magazine. This is going back to September 11th of this year. Top 10 users of blockchain in cybersecurity. We have decentralized identity management, immutable audit trails, stable deliver chain control, tokenization of assets, decentralized hazard intelligence, dispense denial of carrier protection, DDoS safety, zero trust safety fashions, smart contracts, safety audits, decentralized report garage, and immutable